Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week. No, this is for mid-April 2024. We're going to jump right in here. You have this office card. It says, delegating more can help you increase your earnings. You also have this crossroads card. It says, you'll have a very important decision to make. So let's see what's going on here. I would delegate in whatever way you possibly can. So it's like maybe you can't necessarily, hire a person to help you, do things in your life, but there might be people who can help you, or there might be different habits you can develop that would help you kind of like have more energy and things like that. So I think that's important for you here, Cancer. Cancer, I think you're moving towards the truth is what this is saying. Emperor to the Ace of Swords. You have that crossroads card, which kind of says you'll have a very important decision to make. And look at this. You have this motion card as well. So there you go. The Emperor would basically represent motion. So I kind of feel like you're making movements, or you're making moves towards the truth, whatever that means for you. Again, when I speak about the truth here, we're not saying that like someone was lying in your life, although, that of course that's always possible. I think that it's saying that you are, the truth is what you want to do with your life, or, what you want to create in your life. That's what you are moving towards here. I do feel this could be new love. That could be the truth that you are moving towards. You have the Nine of Wands here, but you have so many great cards. Two of Cups, King of Cups here. The Ace of Swords even could be a victory in love. So, the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, but it's almost like you're trying something one last time here, Cancer. He's holding on to this wand, and, he's kind of like doing something one last time. Nine of Wands is my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So I think it would be an amazing time. It is an amazing time, I believe, right now for experimentation. I basically say in every single reading that people should be experimenting as much as they possibly can. It is the quickest way to create improvements in your life. I'm living proof. Look at this channel. 4 years ago, whatever it was, however long ago, I don't know, I've totally lost track of time, since COVID. I don't even know what day it is. So, what I would say is that whatever years ago, right, my channel was stuck at like 40,000 for like a year. And all I did, and it's no secret, people are always like, what's your secret? Not a secret. I literally watch one video every single day about YouTube. I've kind of run out of ideas now, or videos now to watch about YouTube. So now I watch stuff about storytelling, marketing, anything that's related to what I do. I watch one video a day. I learn one new thing about whatever I'm doing every single day, and I try it. I just see what happens, right? And that's the Nine of Wands, throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. Totally changed my life. And, again, it can change yours. And it's free. Costs no money. Costs like, I don't know, some days I watch a video that's like 30 minutes long. I usually watch my videos triple speed anyway. So, there you go, 10 minutes, right? Your crossing energy is the Star card. The Star card can represent like healing, resting, relaxing, and recovering. And we are definitely in a time of healing. The crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you in a Celtic cross. And again, I do feel it would be a great time to rest, relax, recover, heal, nurture yourself. Do something that nurtures yourself with the Star card. I also feel like the Star could be talking about a perspective shift, because right here we have an ibis, or a bird, right in that tree. And the ibis is the bird of knowledge and wisdom. And in the tarot, the ibis on the Star can represent maintaining a perspective, or just getting a bird's eye view on something. And it's like sometimes I think we just have to zoom out on issues or challenges or whatever we're dealing with. It's like we're too close to the problem. This might not even be a problem. Things could be going well for you, and you could be trying to improve something, make something even better in your life. And again, getting a bird's eye view, making sure that you're not, developing tunnel vision could be really important for you right now. And I do feel like it is. That's why I'm saying this. We have a card of intense focus, the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords does represent intense focus. And again, sometimes when we're intensely focused, not a bad thing. Ace of Swords is creating a victory, but we can also develop tunnel vision. So I kind of feel like the Star is just reminding you to, keep an open mind, on whatever it is that you're working on. I feel like this is work related, by the way. So like whatever you're creating or working on, even if you're retired and you're building a deck or a garden in your backyard, I don't care what it is. Whatever you're working on, I would just maintain your perspective, right? Or get a bigger one. In the area of your thoughts, sorry, I'm losing my voice today, but you have the Emperor. The Emperor, you could be thinking about an Emperor type person. So again, if you're interested in a person, it does go Ace of Swords down to the Two of Cups. So again, if you're interested in an Emperor type person, could be any sign. You have Earth and Water, and obviously Aries stand out to me here. Aries twice, you have that Mars card as well. Could be any sign, doesn't matter, right? Just find a good person, as I always say. But you could have a person on your mind, and if you do, I think that there either needs to be communication or there will be communication. I feel like I've said this to you before. I could be wrong, Cancer, but you have the Ace of Swords, which is definitely my card of there needing to be communication. So, and that's probably why either that or the Eight of Wands has come up for you, and that's probably why I've said it before. I feel like I have. The Emperor could also be you. Again, this could also just be you taking action on a new direction. We have that Crossroads card. The Two of Cups can be you and your higher self. And your higher self could be just guiding you in a new direction, or could be encouraging you to work on new things, or whatever the case may be. You have the Nine of Pentacles here. The Nine of Pentacles, card of independence and working on something independently. So I feel, and this is coming up in your foundation, I actually feel like you've kind of developed yourself to a certain point where you can be independent, or you are truly independent, like you can take care of yourself and all that other good stuff. She also has this falcon right here, and the falcon represents your focus, Cancer. So there is a major focus on focus in your reading. I almost feel that you are too focused. Again, not a bad thing, right? I don't really see this as bad or good. I just think that it's saying that, yes, you are very focused right now, which is fine, right? But if you're finding yourself being too intense or whatever, maybe you just need to, go do something nice for yourself. Star card. Maybe you need to go have more fun, or maybe you just need to, again, maintain your perspective. It's like sometimes we have to zoom out and say, like, are there other ways that I could, are there ways that I could be less focused? And it's like, yes, sometimes you need to be less focused. If something is dominating your attention and you can't sleep at night and you're not getting any sleep and you have bags under your eyes and you look like a crazy person, that is bad focus, right? So everything in balance. The Ace of Swords is a card of balance, and we'll talk about it. But, what I would say here is, like, maybe you need to do something else, right? Maybe you need a break here, Cancer. I definitely get the feeling there. But again, really, really good reading. There's nothing really wrong with this reading. You have the Queen of Pentacles in your past position. The Queen of, this is the energy that you're moving past. I kind of feel like the energy that you're moving past is always having to, kind of scrape by or just getting by. I think that the Queen of Pentacles is actually a pretty good card. I mean, she is a card of resourcefulness, but in the past position, it could say that you're always like just kind of making it, living paycheck to paycheck, or even if you're not living paycheck to paycheck, you're always just maybe you just feel like you're always just having enough. And that's kind of like the feeling I get on this card. And I also feel this is something you're moving past, which is great. I think you're either, I kind of feel like a bunch of things. You have the Seven of Pentacles at the end, and this could say that you're just getting smarter with your finances. Maybe you're not necessarily making more money, but maybe you're using it in a better way. But I also feel that you're making more money. You also have the Seduction card. It says passion, pleasure, temptation. You have this enemy card. It says rival, frenemies, competitor, fights. You could also be letting go of a person. Doesn't have to be a lover. This could be, a person in business or that you worked with who was kind of like a frenemy, enemy type of person. I do kind of feel like some of you have learned a lesson where it's like maybe you had a person where you had a weird feeling about them at first, and then you kind of let it go, but then they proved you right later. And I kind of get that feeling here with that card. Next, in the very near future, you have the Ace of Swords, so definitely a victory coming in for you. I'm also getting like good news coming in for you as well. I feel a lot on this Ace of Swords. I feel that if you have made a sacrifice at some point in your life, like over the past couple of years, you could be finally getting your rewards for a sacrifice. The Ace of Swords, there's this palm frond right here and this olive branch over here. The palm frond in the tarot represents a sacrifice that we have to make sometimes. And the olive branch, can represent an offer of peace, but it can also represent abundance. So the Ace of Swords, sometimes we have to cut one thing out to have something else. And I feel some of you could be kind of finally getting a reward for a sacrifice. You have this progressions card that says journey, and this Mars card says motion on it. So I think you are making, you are taking action on a new journey with that Crossroads card. You are moving in new directions. I do feel like saying, like, I'm not trying to be clickbaity here, but I do feel like saying, like, your life will never be the same again. Whatever you're thinking about doing, I would do it. The Emperor is like literally coming up in the area of your thoughts, meaning you are thinking about taking action on something, right? Ace of Swords, something that's going to be a victory. And you have the Mars card, which is saying motion. And it's like when you take action on this, I think that it is going to change your life in a big way, like whatever you're thinking about doing. So, but just know that your life is going to be very different. I do feel that here. Here's the thing. that I will tell you is I feel weird about this card. This is a number 22. 22 is like a master builder number, and 22 can, it's like good, but it can be a pain in the ass. I know because I live in a house number 22, right? And this year, I could go on and on about all the things that have been like the things that I've been building behind the scenes. I launched Dent Makers finally, but I've been literally working on this for like over 2 years. And since I moved in here, it's like that's where I had like a bunch of problems, not like necessarily problems, but things popping up and issues and things I had to, kind of like fix. And I had to get rid of one person and like all this stuff happened, right? And I'm saying this because like 22, that's like the master builder number 22. It's kind of like you have to prove that you want to build something sometimes, and so it can be a pain in the ass, right? And so I'm not saying that you're gonna encounter all the issues that I have, but I do feel you have encountered issues like in whatever it is that you've been trying to do. So again, this could be a good thing though, because it could say that you're getting to the end of that 22 cycle or something like that. Over the next few months, you have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups can be a perfect match, so there definitely could be a perfect match coming in for you. Two of Cups is usually a person who's different than your usual type, so there could be a person who's different than your usual type coming in for you. The Two of Cups also, to me, represents you and your higher self, so whether you want love or not, doesn't matter. I would listen to your higher self. Anything you can do to, meditate, listen to your inner voice, listen to your dreams, your daydreams, all that stuff, right? Any sign, symbol, synchronicities that you're getting, I would pay attention. You have this King of Cups card as well. This is coming up in the area of your closest relationships. Pretty good just for your relationships in general, not just love, but all relationships. Very supportive type of energy here. It says that you really could be, being emotionally supported by the people in your life as well. Also, if you do want love, you definitely could be attracting a King of Cups type person. King of Cups type people are usually, very emotionally stable. We're talking about the, positive side of this. They have very deep emotions, but they usually don't express their emotions like most people. Again, the King of Cups, sometimes I think the King of Cups comes off as having no emotions, but that's not true. They have very deep emotions. They just have processed their emotions. They really think things through, and they explore their emotions on a deep level. So they're actually very in control of their emotions. So there's a difference there, but you could be attracting a person like that. Next, in your future feelings, you have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, of course, is a card of wish fulfillment and happiness and joy. So love it, amazing. I feel like you're feeling fulfilled, joyful, happy, like things are going your way. I also feel like you're in alignment. The Nine of Cups to me is a card of alignment. He is meant to look chubby on the Nine of Cups because he is about to have a feast. And the chubbiness just represents the fact that he has had a feast before. So for him, as a card, the Nine of Cups says you have to be in the energy of what you want before you can have it. And so this really tells me that you are in alignment with the things that you want, which is great. For your outcome, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? He's looking at those Seven Pentacles and saying, is it worth it or not for me to grow these Seven Pentacles, or, other ways I could do things. And so I feel for a lot of you that you could be looking at your pentacles. You could be looking at something that you've been growing and trying to decide if it's worth it or if you should do something else with your life. I do see a big change here coming up for you. Like I said, I feel like your life is never going to be the same again if you make a decision. I'm still not sure. We're going to clarify in just a second. I'm still not sure exactly what you're deciding here on, like what it is. So there you go. You have this full moon in Scorpio. It says we have a full moon in Scorpio coming up, by the way. It says it's time to release negativity. You have this other card that says I think on the 25th, if I'm not mistaken, by the way. Also, if you're wondering what day that is, so that could be an important day for you, the 25th, the last day of the retrograde. I think it's I could be wrong though. So I actually didn't look at the chart this morning, so I don't know. But what I would say is look it up, right? I'm pretty sure it's the 25th if I'm not mistaken, or somewhere around there. But again, it says it's time to release negativity. There could be a release on that day. I do feel around the 25th, last day of the retrograde as well, like I said. So you could be releasing a toxic person or a person who stabbed you in the back or something. You have this full moon in Gemini. It says the answers you need are coming. Yeah, if you're waiting for details or information before you take action on this crossroads, I think that you are going to get the information for sure. So let's see what is going on for you here. With the Nine of Wands and the Star, you have the Star. So there you go. Amazing. I would definitely pamper yourself. I'm surprised the Empress. I mean, you have the Emperor, but I'm just saying, like, the double star kind of reminds me of Empress. It's very much, take care of yourself, rest, relax, recover, nurture yourself, and, it's kind of like saying prepare for, the star to enter into your life. So there could be something really good coming in for you. With the Emperor, you have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, just start planting those seeds. I've been begging people since Saturn and Capricorn, like literally since 2016. Go back and watch when I used to go live every single day, which I started doing in 2016 because of Saturn and Capricorn. I used to say to people all the time, start planting seeds, start planting seeds. I've been begging people to do this because, if you just get started on the smallest, tiniest little level of whatever it is that you want in your life, you will reach the finish line. Literally, I'm living proof. Not saying this to brag, but I'm saying this because I was a failure in my whole entire life. Failure in school, ADHD, fell on my head when I was 10 years old. Can't remember anything, right? I started failing school after I fell on my head. And had all these problems because of it, right? If I can do it, you can do it. So, literally, I will preach planting seeds and 1% improvements till the day I die because it changed my life. And that's what I would do there with the Six of Pentacles, right? With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles. It's almost like you've learned how to deal with your finances in a better way. Or I think I said this earlier with the Queen of Pentacles over here. I think that you are making a lot of financial improvements, or you're just doing things that will make you, kind of like secure your finances. You cannot make this up. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Literally, it's funny that it's in reverse, right? They're basically the opposite of each card. So, I feel for a lot of you that, this could basically be saying that you are finding new ways to improve your finances, or maybe you're just like more focused on your resources. Like I said, Nine of Pentacles is a card of focus, but on the Nine of Pentacles, she's focused on the Falcon. On the Queen of Pentacles, she's focused on the Pentacle right here. And right here, there's a rabbit, which Falcons hunt rabbits as well. It's almost like, but the weird thing is, what's popping into my head is it's almost like there's been a switch. It's like you're not putting, maybe for a long time in your finances, it's almost like you've been putting the wrong thing in front of you, thinking like, oh, I need to do this to improve my finances, right? I don't know. I don't have a good example of what I'm picking up on here, but it's like, I think maybe you've thought that something would improve your finances and it's not. And now I think you're putting the right thing in front of yourself to improve your finances. Weird message, but there you go. With the Ace of Swords, here you go. You have the Seven of Cups. There is something you want, and you could be at a crossroads thinking like, oh, I could take action towards this goal, wish, dream. Could be a person, could be whatever. You're like, I could take action. Seven of Cups is like thinking of all the good things and all the bad things that could happen if you take action. The Seven of Cups just says you have to take action. There is no good answer here. Seven of Cups says you can dream all day long about the good stuff and the bad stuff that could happen, right? But until you actually do something, you're not going to know how something is going to turn out, right? Are you kidding? You cannot make this up. Right here. Emperor down to the Empress with the Two of Cups. Come on, Cancer. Your readings have been all about love recently, which is interesting. Makes sense to me though. I think that Cancer is used to like mothering people. You're Cancer, obviously, and that is changing in general. So I think that you're finding a person where you don't have to be the mother, even if you're a man, right? Even if you're a man, you're probably used to mothering a person, and so I kind of get this energy here that you are not doing that any longer. If you don't want love, and even if you do, I feel like your higher self is trying to lead you towards more abundance and action with the Emperor and the Empress showing up together. So I would be, listening to your higher self. I feel like your higher self is trying to inspire you, maybe through like dreams or daydreams or night dreams or whatever the case may be. With the King of Cups, you have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you have to let old things go, like past connections and things like that. The Ten of Swords says something is dead, done, over with. And so, but really he needs to move on to new things. So I feel it's time for you to move on to new things. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Six of Cups, a lot of happiness. Six of Cups, I always say, to me, does not represent a person coming back from the past. To me, it's your inner child, which Cancer is very happy to embrace their inner child. But I feel like the Six of Cups is saying that you're about to be very happy, that you are entering into a time of happiness and joy and, playfulness. Are you kidding? With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups. Yes, something new is worth it. Right here, definitely could be love. The crossroads you could be at is having a decision on whether or not to take action, in a situation with a person, or to communicate with a person, or to go on a date with a person, or whatever. So I definitely feel that here. For others, the Two of Cups, again, is you and your higher self. So I feel like your higher self is trying to guide you towards something new, towards something different. You have this idealism card. Yeah, there could be a really solid connection coming in for you. Nothing is perfect in life, but, there could be an ideal situation coming in for you. You have this negotiation card. Yeah, anything, if you're doing anything, like buying something expensive or whatever, I would definitely negotiate at this time. I think that it's a really good time for negotiation, forming agreements, things like that. So definitely a good time for you to do that. You have this discovery card. I think you need to be open to discovering that things can be different. Again, the whole entire reading talks about change and changes, or different way, things happening in different ways. And I think you need to be open to being surprised or excited by new directions or different ways of doing things. You have this assertion card here, definitely very assertive energy. We see this Emperor. I mean, you could be attracting a person who's very assertive as well. And you could be the total opposite, right? Two of Cups, you could be very introverted and, and more quiet, and you could be attracting someone who's like more, bold and assertive. Or again, for some of you, maybe you're embracing a more bold, assertive energy so that you can find success, or in, work or business or whatever. You have this Power card. Yeah, any of you that are working on any projects or businesses, you literally could be gaining more power, or becoming more successful because of what you're working on. But this looks pretty good here, Cancer. I like it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.